We have a lot to cover today, and to help us do it, we're going to be joined by a familiar face to many of you, Ryan Reeve Morellis, who will be talking about new champions and the upcoming 2v2v2v2 game mode.
But before we get to that, let's talk about mid-season, ranked reset, itemization changes, and some quality of life updates.
Okay, for the first time, we're doing a partial ranked reset in July before starting the second ranked split. We've got a blog from last November where we go into all the reasons why and details, and we'll link that in the description of this video. But we'll use this mid-season to make some adjustments to game systems and content. Not at the scale of preseason, like when we redo the runes or item systems.
Or the jungle, every time.
Or the jungle.
Yo, Yellow Cake, thanks for the 5
gifts. It's going to be a bit more than a
You're
standard
crazy.
balance patch.
I appreciate you, bro.
Now, the biggest focus of the mid-season this time will be on itemization.
Hey, Caedrel.
At a high
I'd
level,
love to get your
we're
thoughts
not
on
very
the
happy with the current
Pickems website I made with my brother Link. You have to be logged in with Discord to submit a pic.
That's big.
Yeah, I'll check it out, bro.
Items as an overall system, and based off your feedback, neither are a lot of you. Therefore, we need to find
Dude, all you did was make a fucking website that links to a Discord.
a better direction for them.
Or?
So
Didn't you make
mid-season,
something, doesn't
we're
this
going to be
link to a
testing some
Discord?
stuff out. And we're going to be trying that through changes to ADC.
I'll be
mythic
careful,
items,
bro. This is a riot kind of thing. They might come for your head if you do this.
Some overall changes to lethality, working on game health there especially, and starting an
Be
update
careful,
on
be
enchant
careful.
items to be more satisfying and fun to use. We're then going to take the learnings from that work
Wait, they're changing
to
items?
inform our future plans for the item system as a whole, likely meaning a bunch of other changes in preseason. If we're seeing a lot more promise in mythic items after those changes, we'll commit to that, we'll reinforce that newfound direction. If that's still not working though, we'll then explore some much more divergent approaches, radical changes to how mythic items function and why they're there, or potentially just removal of mythic items as a concept. We'd keep a lot of the items around, but take out the restriction, etc., and retune their balance. Beyond that, a couple of other things to note for the mid-season. This is when the Ivan mid-scope update that we mentioned a little while back is going to come out. And it's also very likely that we're going to ship buff sharing for the red and blue jungle buffs. For everybody, not just when Ivan's in the game.
Buff
If
sharing.
you want to hear more about the itemization side of things, there's a dev blog out today that has some more detail on our thinking there.
All right, now let's talk about bots. And actually today we're going to talk about two kinds, the bad kind and the good kind.
And the ugly.
I previously mentioned that we'd be investing in removing unwanted bots in your games. We recently conducted a major bot banning wave, so you should see less unwanted bots in queues, including in ranked. Now, we do these bans quietly and in waves, so it's harder for bot makers to respond to. So that's why we don't often talk about these. But we're still working on it and working in this space. We'll share more updates on that in the future. Okay, now let's talk about the good kind of bots, the kind that you actually want in your games. We've brought a new team together focusing on improving our bot AI. We want to build bots that will help new and experienced players alike practice and get better at League
That's cool.
in a lower stakes and
That's
less
cool. The
stressful
bots right now are
environment.
useless.
Our improved bot AI systems will also give our devs new tools to work with and open doors to new content. We'll be testing these new bots on PBE later this year and would love your feedback.
Okay.
These new bots also can order pizza and have it delivered to your house anytime you want if you just ask them. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, is there a dev blog about the pizza?
There's a dev
What?
blog out today with more information on our goals for bot AI. And
You
what
can order
expect.
pizza through League?
Along with the bot changes, we've also got some other quality of life type stuff coming out soon. So first off, we talked previously about how we were deprecating 32-bit OS support in another video. And one of the benefits of that is it's meant more memory is available
You can
for
buy
other
pizza through League?
things. One of those is the emote wheel. As
Oh,
a
the
first change, we're
emote
going to be expanding
wheel.
that from 5 slots to 9. But we're also
Fantastic.
exploring some other further
We're getting 9
improvements to
slots
it
of an emote
at-
wheel.
at some
Dude,
point
I love
this year,
that.
which could
Thank
include
you for the
ability
fun
to favorite
streams.
particular emotes or better ability to search them or multiple emote pages.
I
that sort
love
of
that.
thing. So if you have particular thoughts on what you'd like to see there, please do let us know.
Don't even
Another
use
thing
it.
we've been working on is re-enabling a lot of champion dialogue lines that have broken over the years. We've identified
Diddly.
about 4,500 lines spread across 100 different champions and skins.
So we're updating
Either
voice
used to
lines.
function and don't anymore,
emote
or were
wheel.
never hooked up properly in the first place, or are there but get played over by other lines of dialogue. So we're working through re-enabling those. So on a range of champions and skins, you should hear the occasional line of dialogue you haven't heard before. We've done about a third of them so far. We've got the other 2/3 coming over the course of the year. Now though, we're gonna hand things over to Ryan.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan Reeve Morellis, lead producer of Gameplay in League of Legends. So a long time ago, we promised a new creature champion, and one that wasn't a cute cat or with some humanoid features like Belveth. A champion for people that like dark and scary monsters. Well, we're finally ready to release that champion. Neferi will be a new, straightforward,
A
easier
fairy.
to pick up
I
and
do
play
like to
assassin.
stuff
Or
my
assassins,
meatballs in
I guess.
Caedrel.
Technically a pack of assassins? We also have a new jungler named Briar, being restrained in champ development, but her bloodlust won't be contained for long. And now for some sad news. I know you're all super excited for the Skarner VGU, as we saw a lot of positive reception for his new direction in the last Skarner dev blog. Don't worry, he's still in development, but we're gonna need some extra time to make sure we get his gameplay
Didn't they
just
say that
right.
last time?
What that means is Skarner won't make it out this year, and is looking more like early next year. But it's not all bad news, because as we take time to get Skarner's gameplay right, the artists that were gonna work on Skarner have been working on a visual update that many of you top lane fighter players will be very excited about. So if you remember, earlier
Hope you're
this year,
doing
we
good.
released a
You
small
deserve it all.
gameplay update to Jax.
Less than 3.
Well, later this year, we're gonna pair that with a visual update to Jax as well. I'm sure you're all wondering the same question we were wondering when we started working on his new look. I wonder if he had a real weapon. Well, keep wondering, because we sure as heck didn't give him one. We did give it more meaning, though. Jax's weapon is now a lamppost from his hometown of Acacia, before it was swallowed by the Void. It's the last thing he has from home, so he never lets it out of his sight. But that thing is huge, so he can't possibly hold it and a real weapon at the same time, so he just uses it as a weapon instead. Look out later this year for Jax to finally get his long-deserved visual update. You can read more about all of the champions
Where's
in the
Forsen?
champion roadmap, which is out right now. Now I want to give a little update on the 2v2v2v2 game mode, which we're going to ship with the big summer event this year. We are also building a completely new map from the ground up to support the mode. We
Big.
can't wait to hear what you think about it when you get to play it in a few months. That's it for me. Here's Riot Brightmoon and Medler.
Now, before we go, I want to remind you MSI is coming up. And there's an MSI State of the Game esports video out today with our global head of League esports, Naz Alataha. She and I talk about everything we're doing for the event, including ink shadow skins, info about watch rewards, and details on the event itself.
Beyond that, if you're interested, please don't forget to check out the dev blogs we've got on AI bots, itemization, and the champion roadmap. And as always, we'd love any feedback you have on these videos in terms of content we cover, what we don't cover, overall format, etc., etc. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.
Wait, so what's the TLDR? We're getting more emote wheels. We're getting new voice lines. We're getting a new game mode in summer. We're getting 2 new champions. And is there like a summary on Reddit? Is there a summary on Reddit somewhere? TLDW, since there's a mid-season rank reset, there will be a large mid-season update. AD carry, mythics, lethality items, and enchanter items will be getting changes. Ivern mid-scope will be happening. The bot ban wave. There's an improving bot of AI. Deprecated 32-bit support. More memory to use for other things, including emote wheels. Okay. Neferi, easy to pilot of pack of monster assassins, ready to release. Okay, my new one trick. Female bloodlusting champion 9 Briar is currently in development.
Pog, let's go, man.
Jax is getting an a VSU. Skarner is delayed even more. Okay, cool. Cool. Big fan. Big fan of your work.